an exciting week of football, one that so many people will talk about, especially me. You are surprised. I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way. So some people do actually forget that because of the Football Connect, because I talk about so many clubs, I don't have a club to support. But it was an exciting week of football where the other week we saw what Manchester City did, what Kevin De Bruyne did, and how much his moment, his cameo that he gave us was one of those that we will cherish for some time. But now seeing that being done by also our teams, when I say our teams, I'm talking about Arsenal and Liverpool. That just makes football exciting. Anyway, hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one as we are going to be doing the Premier League preview review show, as we are looking at all the other games which were played in week 21 of the Premier League, where we saw Liverpool beat Bournemouth. We also saw Arsenal beat or humble or wallop or destroy Crystal Palace. We saw some exciting games, especially the draw between Sheffield United and West Ham. Brantford coming back and Toney coming back to leave a mark by winning by 3-2, as well as Brighton ending up the week with a draw, a nil-nil draw. It was an exciting week of football. So we're going to talk about all those 5 games. I hope you're excited. It's a small one today as we prepare for an exciting week that is about to come ahead. Remember as well, AFCON is reaching to its last stages. I can already confirm that there are some teams that has made it. We'll talk about them as well as we just look at all the things that was happening. I want you guys to do me a favor. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect, and tell me, who do you think will win the Premier League? Let's get into the video. So Arsenal played the Crystal Palace at their home ground after coming back from a winter break, which they were actually in Dubai, warm weather. Excited that we saw some of the pictures, Mikel Arteta being fed and stuff, food and stuff like that. A lot of things were happening, over this winter break. But one thing that was very exciting, or one thing that we were able to see, which is very important, was actually them training, actually giving themselves the time to come back and actually find themselves. They were playing a team in Crystal Palace which enjoys to sit back and really know how to head the teams in sitting back. So something that I actually discovered from Arsenal, which they are doing so perfectly well this season, unlike last season. They used to struggle to beat teams that has a lot block that actually sit back and cause problems. Most of the times last season they could not even get something out of these teams. But this season they were different. How were they different? They made sure that they always take advantage of the set pieces that they have. Gabriel is scoring goals in and out. I think it's called Gabriel Mangalai. I think that's how you call it. He's scoring goals in and out, putting pressure onto the teams and actually taking advantage. He scored 2. In fact, he scored 1. The other one was actually called as an end goal. But one thing that we can also notice from them is how they cause problems from the goalkeeper. They did the same thing against Liverpool. Alisson, if I remember, and it was called a free kick. But Dean Anderson could not find himself at the back of that luck, because unfortunately for the goalkeeper, that luck has run out. So many keepers has to learn that when they are being put pressure by a player, they should also be physical with those players so that they get the chance to actually save the balls and do something meaningful. Because we saw what Trossard was doing that. The way he was all over the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper could not even do anything. They almost scored almost 3 or 4 set pieces that they have, something that they need to improve and actually do something. It's exciting times to see. But when I'm talking about Crystal Palace, which by the way I think Roy Hodgson could be sacked anytime. Maybe we might get the announcement today or even tomorrow, but I have a feeling that it's very, very close. But one thing that we saw which was exciting was Arsenal's fight back. We saw them doing something, the control of the game, how they were moving the ball, how they were attacking the game. They caused the Crystal Palace problem, especially in the second half. That goal by Trossard, those 2 goals that were scored by Gabriel in the last minutes, it was amazing. By the way, Gabriel, the forward, scored, not Gabriel Jesus, the other Gabriel scored 2 goals. Gabriel, the defender, scored 1 goal, and another one, there was an assist from him to an own goal of a goalkeeper, and Trossard scored another goal. It should have been more, but they managed to go the goal. And one thing that so many people were talking about was the statement performance, to show that to not only to the teams that they are competing with in terms of Liverpool, Arsenal, Liverpool and Man City and the other one, they showed that they actually are still in this fight back. They showed that they still have something to prove. They're still fighting to prove and actually prove that they can get something at the end of the day. It was exciting and I really enjoyed it. Let's see how they develop that going forward. But at this moment, they've already set something that people can believe is the best that they can build up going forward too. But it was an exciting game, to be honest. I watched this game, and if you wanted Arsenal to lose, you must have been bored, me. But as well, it was exciting to see the players actually scoring goals. Remember, they talked about their front player is not doing something. Something exciting also I noticed. If Gabriel comes in as a substitute, he has always have something to prove, and he has scored so many goals. He did show that as well against Liverpool in the game that we played, and we beat them in the FA Cup. So there's something interesting that we're seeing from this kid. Trossard as well seems like he's demanding his place. So there is an excitement over what Arsenal will do with the forward lines, because now we know that they're not going to sign anyone in January. Let's see how they go forward as we move on. Brentford played against Nottingham Forest. The highlight of this game was Toney coming back and actually be back in the Premier League. He was not allowed to play football. He came back and he had something to prove. And man, did they prove it. He scored some 2 amazing goals. One goal, and he was very, very important in terms of the attack of the Brentford team. And at the end of the day, Brentford won the game, and he was pivotal in some key passes he was distributing, the way he was playing, and he's so confident that he will do it. And one thing that I can tell you with his confidence, he's proving it in the game. One thing that can tell you how much of a player he is, showing you what he's offering. There is a cameo that he did as well, moving on the ball from a position to another position, something that has been done with so many players, but somehow it broke the news. People saying that he cheated, he did what? It doesn't matter, people. These guys should have been standing on the ball. The Nottingham Forest players, they should stand by the ball so that they stop him from doing things like that. They did not do something. He noticed that they were not doing so. He took the form, he moved the ball, and he scored a free kick. An amazing free kick. By the way, the last goal he scored before he went to the punishment was a free kick against Nottingham Forest. And the first goal he scores as well, coming back into the Premier League, was a free kick against Nottingham Forest. And guess what? The thing that never changed about this free kick was it was scored in the same position. I have no idea what Nottingham Forest are really doing. Scored the same time by the same player who was not playing for some time. What is wrong with you? But it was exciting, people, and I think it's back and he has something to prove. It's exciting times. I can't wait to see how far he goes. But they've won Brentford by 3-2. They need to win most of their games, because the other games that are coming for them are going to be demanding. They have to be there. They have to prove that they have something to offer and actually keep on winning games, because that's the only way they're going to survive. That's the only way they're going to keep going forward. But it's exciting times for them, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as we move on. Another exciting game we had was a Sunday clash between Sheffield United versus West Ham. Sheffield United, remember, they are right now bottom of the league, trying to fight relegation, and they are 8 points behind. On top of safety, they need to win as much games as they can. They played against West Ham United, and they never gave West Ham United a chance to even get something into this game. By the way, what a crazy tackle by Ryan Brewster. That could have ended the player's career. That was a red, and I agree with the officials. But one thing that I can tell you as well, I felt sorry for the West Ham player who got a red card. Remember, but also at the same time, we have to make this clear. We were not there and we did not know what was said, but we also saw what happened. But it was exciting to see how the game played out. But like I'm saying, I enjoyed what I saw, and I can't wait to see how this can actually build up going forward. But the 2 goals, they should have scored more than 2 goals, by the way. West Ham, well, Sheffield United, they were on top of this. They caused the problems to West Ham. They did not give any chances to West Ham. They were all over them. They should have gotten something, to be honest, at the end of the day, but it did not happen. But they can build on to something like that, and they can go forward. West Ham United, they need to find a way to play football because they cannot keep relying on the set pieces as well. Things has to change, some things has to happen. I also had a question. Don't you think West Ham deserved a penalty at the end of the game? The referee did not rule it out, but it was a penalty. The way that guy was pulling that player, it was crazy, but something should have been done. Anyway, it was a crazy game. I enjoyed it. It finished 2-2. Two penalties were given for both sides, which was scored in the last minute, by the way, for Sheffield United, and an amazing on-field goal, which was scored by Sheffield United. I watched that one. It was amazing, people, and I enjoyed it. Let's see how we build onto that one. Two red cards which were shown. Brewster, an official red. It was a red card. He'll be out for 3 games, and the other one was, a little bit crazy, but we'll see what happens with that one. Bournemouth played against Liverpool in one of the best games I saw. First half, it was a boring game. I'm telling you, I watched that game and I was watching what was wrong with Liverpool. They controlled the game at the end of the day, but Bournemouth was having the control. They had the upper hand and they caused problem to this team. But at the end of the day, it was a good game, and I can't wait to see what happens, to be honest, but we can tell that it was a good game. The goals from Liverpool. Nunez is scoring again. It was also one, like I'm saying, it was a good game, but one thing I can tell you, I was really confused, and I have to be honest about this. Liverpool should have scored more goals, especially in the second half. They came in, they were a different team, they caused problems, they were attacking this from left and right, they were all over. And at the end of the day, they did manage to win the game. They won the game by 4-0. Should have been more. I felt like Nunez should have scored a hat-trick. I felt Bradley could have scored a goal as well. Liverpool did score the goals, and I think they were very important. So that's me just being unfair in terms of that. I did an analysis of the game. You can go check it out. It's there on the Football Connect. But I talked more about how Klopp is able to turn any player who doesn't seem like he has something to prove into something amazing. But I enjoyed to watch the game, and I enjoyed to see what was happening. Let's see how they're able to build up from this and how they can be able to turn something special out of this. And I'm telling you, we enjoyed this game. I needed more goals. We talked about statement performance. Arsenal did that against Crystal Palace. Liverpool had to do so. We were playing against a team that was told that it had something to prove. They had already done it. They were the second best team in the Premier League. Liverpool playing the way they did, they showed that they were there to prove something more, and they did so well to cause problems. And I'm telling you, they can build up to this. They can also do more going forward. There's a lot of things that we can talk about this game, but like I'm saying, there is actually a 17 minutes video analyzing this game. You can go check it out on the Football Connect. I'll link it below. Check it out as well. It's very important. The last game was Brighton 0, Wolves 0. It finished 0-0, but I think the most important thing that we have to highlight from this is that James Milner is very close. He's only 20 games away to become the all-time Premier League the player who has played so many games. This guy is unstoppable. He keeps proving that he has more than to offer. He keeps fighting, keeps showing that he is one of the best. He has played some of the games in Liverpool, and I'll always cherish this man because he was very important in my life to watch him winning the league again with the Liverpool, Champions League for him. He is only one of the players with every trophy, to be honest. Of course, some of the Manchester City players can still say that, but they are clean, to be honest. I'm not really sure, but he has done it all, and he still has more to offer as we go forward. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. Let's see how far they go. But do me a favor, people, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Did you enjoy the games that were played this week? What are you expecting to see as we go forward? Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. I've been your host, Sam, and we are out. This is the Football Connect. Where football connects emotions. We go. Peace. Subscribe.